All student, UKC aspirant, English medium student. I remind you in the last class 7, part 2, our past, first chapter, 7th class, first chapter of name, tracing changes through 1,000 years. So today's class remaining topic, chapter first, class 7th. So, an empire, large state like those of the Chauls. Chapter 2, Tughlaq. Chapter 3, or Mughals. Chapter 4, Eco-pest, many regions, Sanskrit, Prasist. See Chapter 2 for an example of Prestige. Prestige, the Delhi Sultan Ghiyasuddin Balban, 1266 to 1287, explained that he was the ruler of a vast empire that stretched from Bengal in the east to Ghazni of Afghanistan in the west and included all of South India. Dravid people of different regions, Gowda, Andhra, Kerala, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Gujarat, apparently fell before his armies. Historians look at this picture. Look at this picture. Map 3. Provinces of the Delhi Sultanate during Muhammad Tughlaq's reasons, according to the Egyptian source Mashalik al-Absar fi Mamalik al-Amsar of Sahibuddin Umar. So look at this picture, Sultanate, Delhi Sultan Sultanate. So Sivistan 1, Uch 2, Multan 3, Kalan or Clanor 4th. Look at this picture, map 3, Lahore 5th. यहाँ Lahore 5th, Satluj rivers near Samana 6th. Look at this, Samana situated. Saraswati 7th. Saraswati 7th. Here Kuhram 18th. Look at this here. And Hansi 9th. Hansi, Kuhram, just bottom Hansi, and just bottom Delhi 10th number, and Badayu situated UP district. So 11th. Ganga and Yamuna near Badayu. Kannauj 12th. Kannauj here 12th. Kara 13. Kannauj just bottom Kara. Awadh 14th. Awadh, look at this picture, map 3. Bihar 15th. Look at this picture, Bihar. Lakhnauti 16th. Look at this picture, Lakhnauti 16th number. Jayanagar 7th. Look at this picture, Jayanagar. Malwa 18th. Malwa 18th. Look at this picture. Gujarat 19th. Look at this picture, Gujarat. Look at this picture, Gujarat. Devgiri 20. Devgiri. Look at this picture here. Devgiri. Telangana. Telangana 21st. 21st is Telangana here, Godavari river near. And Telang 22 number Telang. Look at this picture, south area Telang. And Dwar Samudra 23. Here 23 Dwar Samudra. Mabar here, Mabar bottom, Lakshadweep near Mabar and Sri Lanka near south area. So let's go ahead. Regard this as exaggerated claim of conquerors. At the same time, they tried to understand why rules kept claiming to have control over different part of the subcontinent. By 700, many regions already possessed distinct geographical denominations and their own languages and culture characteristics. You will learn more about these in chapter 9. They were also associated with specific ruling densities. There was considerable conflict between these states. Oceanically, densities like the Chol, Khilji, Tughlaq, and Mughals were able to build an empire that was pan-regional, spanning diverse regions. Not all these empires were equally stable or successful. Compare, for example, Table 1 in Chapter 3 and 4. What was the duration of rule of the Khilji and Mughal densities when the Mughal Empire declined in the 18th century? It led to the re-emergence of regional states, Chapter 10, but years of imperial regional rule had altered the character of the region. Across most of the subcontinent, the regions were left with the legacies of the big and small states that had ruled were then. This was apparent in the emergence of many distinct and shared traditions in the realms of governments, the management of the economy, elite cultures, and languages. Though the 1,000 years between 700 and 1750, the character of the different regions did not grow in isolation. This region felt the impact of larger regional force of integrations without ever quite losing their distinctive vinces. And let's go ahead. Old and new religions. The 1,000 years of history that we are exploring witnessed major development in religious traditions. People beliefs in the divine was sometimes deeply personal, but more usually it was collective belief in a supernatural agency. Religion was often closely connected with the social and economic organization of local communication. As the social world of these groups altered, so too did their beliefs. It was during the period that important changes occurred in what we call Hinduism today. These include the worship of new deities, the constructions of temples by royalty, and the growing importance of Brahman, the priest, as dominant group of society. Their knowledge of Sanskrit text earned the Brahman a lot of respect in society. Their dominant position was consolidated by the support of the patron, new rulers searching for prestige. One of the major developments of this period was the emergence of the idea of bhakti, of a loving personal deities that devotees could reach without the aid of priests or elaborate rituals. You will be learning about this and other traditions in chapter 8. So today is enough class. I meet you next class. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Thank you. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and share. Thanks.